High five, D Voyagers. Welcome to another full moon reading. Before I get started, I want to shout out to my friend Christine Yang for these beautiful custom design earrings. I asked her to help design something that was based on a representation of how I view my own aura, and a masterpiece is worth the wait, and she really captured how I imagine my aura, which is green emerald light streaming from the heart and bathed in rose quartz. So if you're inspired by that and you want to get a representation of how you visualize your aura, you can draw it out, and you can also contact Christine to make you some custom designed earrings with you in mind. All right, full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. So I have felt that there's been a lot of old energy coming up to kind of get released out. An excavation process, a deconstruction process. Sometimes we have the consciousness of something before it actually, or the spirit of something before it actually becomes embodied or in our body itself. One of the affirmations or mantra I was using as I was kind of clearing out some old energy, even though I shifted the beliefs a while ago, was I'm so grateful that this old energy cleared out instantly and gracefully, quickly, and dissolved instantly. So I just kept affirming, like, I'm so grateful it already dissolved and it already cleared out. And I actually woke up the next morning after I had been mantraing that and felt that release of energy. So the end of a tough cycle approaches. So anything that you've been moving through, there's always an end. Change is the only constant, so things can shift, always, allowing that to be. I'm going to be pulling some cards, of course, from the Red and White Tarot. And let's see. So what is the current energy moving into this? Ooh, King of Wands. So this is passionate energy. This is igniting energy, moving forward with things. It can be in terms of business, in terms of your romantic life, in terms of your hobbies, your dreams. It's kind of a reaching of fulfillment, a cresting of that energy moving in, looking outward beyond. So that gave that focus, looking out into the future, the things coming in. The beautiful salamander here, or the lizard, is mythologically the only creature that can pass through fire without getting burned. So maybe you've been in this kind of purification process to call in forth what it is that you want, and that purification process was burning away any of the detritus, any of the parts of you that weren't necessary, so that you could be totally forged anew. So gazing outward, this is the culmination or the accumulation of all your desires, kind of reaching a fulfillment, those passions igniting and just reaching the maturation point of what it is that you've been moving through and calling in. What is the limiting belief to release? Also, we affirm we don't have any limiting beliefs, but also we allow ourselves to be human. Ooh, interesting. Seven of Swords. So Seven of Swords can be kind of like a dishonesty, a disagreement, something to release. I definitely think this is maybe releasing some of the things in the past with yourself or with another person that's actually holding you back. Like, this person is, swords are anagram for words, so it could be criticism, conversations, arguments, discussions, but they're constantly like looking back. The King of Wands is looking forward out to the future, and this one's looking back to the past. If you continually look in the past and you continually ruminate on the past, you will create your future from the past, and you don't want to create the future from the past. You want to create it with a crystal clear vision of what it is you want. So the limiting belief right now is to forgive yourself for any past mistakes, forgive others of any past mistakes. And I love it, the saying, like, all of my past patterns, past lessons have been transmuted into wisdom, and I move forward into my future with full faith. So this is not holding on to any kind of that resentment. That's what's holding you back, or a belief in treating other people the way that they show up based on how they were in the past, and not allowing them to change. Change is the only constant, so people can change as well, not looking towards the past, looking back And it also reminds me of the Lot's wife in the Bible. So in terms of, manifestation, she looks back to the city and turns to salt, meaning she looks back to her former self, back to who she used to be. So that's really kind of the message here. Don't go back to who you used to be. Don't step into the person you used to be and behave and believe and react and act as a way that you used to be, and you will be experiencing people in a new fashion. What is the inspired action? Beautiful. Page of Swords. Sometimes Page of Swords energy can refer if like somebody might be like spying on you or admiring you. But I think the inspired action is, this is clarity, where this is like, dishonesty, this is clarity. And that courage to kind of speak your truth in terms of, David Hawkins and the levels of consciousness. Courage is the bridge between force and to power. It's the decision to change. It's residing in a complete state of truth with yourself, and the truth will set you free. So this is, showing up in a way that is authentic with yourself, authentic with other people, being truthful. And truthful doesn't necessarily mean just like not telling lies. It means just really expressing who you are inside and how you feel inside. That union between the head, the heart, and the hara being down here, so the actions, so how you think, how you feel, and what you're doing, all resonating in one. So that this message is to be truthful in accordance with how you think, feel, and what you do, and having that lined up. And this can be even in terms of like holding back maybe your feelings for towards something, or feelings towards another person. You feel one way, you feel something good towards them, but you think it, but you don't do anything in alignment with that action because you stay in the state of fear. And this state of fear is a lower vibration. Courage resonates at the level of 199 in terms of frequency, and it pushes us up into the higher levels of frequency. So if you can stand in your authentic truth, then you're automatically resonating at a higher level of consciousness, even if it feels scary to do so. This is beautiful. All right, and I'm going to be pulling, I'm feeling called to actually the Mythic Oracle. I use this one personally. And supporting guidance. Oh, beautiful. Rhea and his protection. And we have the beautiful swan here, the crescent moon as well. It's interesting that the swan comes out. And I did, that swan energy, that graceful energy, knowing that you are protected and watched over. When we feel that protection, we can feel that safety, that ease, ability to surrender in the moment, but that true protection actually comes inside of ourselves and resonating in that place of truth and courage. I'm going to be pulling from the Lover's Oracle. Beautiful. I love that. When it comes to matters of the heart, there's no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. So, once again, that courage. And if you think you're right, you're right. If you think you're wrong, you're wrong. You'll always be proven right, whatever it is. So really kind of mirroring up that head, heart, and hara, and leading with that heart energy as well. How many times have we, at least myself, over-intellectualized something and I violated my own heart and my own feelings? And we usually regret that when we violate our own heart instead of our head. Here's my little familiar here. And I'll be pulling one more card from the Oracle of the Unicorns. Beautiful. Celebration. A positive outcome is assured. Celebrate your success. Enjoy your achievements. And that's kind of this King of Wands energy. Things coming in, allowing ourselves to celebrate what it is that we've been calling in. And also this like full moon here as well. So things coming to completion and allowing ourselves to totally separate, the things that we've moved through, the cycles that we move through, letting go of the past resentments, past fears, past patterns, past beliefs, really moving into that celebration energy. So I hope you enjoyed this reading. I love you. I value you. I accept you. We are limitless. So mote it be. As I speak it, I create it, and sealed with a kiss. Bye.